respect the game and how much he grew. Not the most athletic, not the quickest, skilled, but he works so hard, and it's just, I hope to see him be in a competitive situation before his career is over.
Marshall left that one short, out to Johnson. Here's P.J. Washington from the wing. Bagley with a big-time board, and another opportunity for the Mavericks. Washington drives it this time. Got to the rim, but left it short, missed everything, retrieves it, and got blocked up top. Behringer checked into the ball game at center, battling underneath, and it comes back to Reed. Off the turnover, it'll be Dallas basketball.
That's the third turnover that they've had on interior passing. 2 to Rudy Gobert, then Naz Reid. The idea is there, but you also have to understand the execution has to be there. Not great passes on the interior.
Nice show and go by Marshall. Barringer. Marshall trying it from outside. Bones Highland with the board. Quickly up to McDaniels. There's the rookie underneath, making an impact. The lead is up to 17. Largest of the ball game for the Timberwolves. Tyus Jones off glass. Bagley with the flush.
And Marvin Bagley, I've been watching him play. Grew up in Phoenix, Arizona. Has been a stud for so long. Obviously, that top pick, there was DeAndre Ayton, there was Luka. But he has so much talent. I'm just waiting for that talent to show up in a more consistent, dominant way. But he has so many tools.
Still only 26 years old. Tipped it to his teammate, Marshall. Najee Marshall with that low gather steps through and draws the foul.
Pay
in a major way.
That man his money. Like the franchise tag. We're going to give you a 1-year contract, and you got to go out there and prove it. And I think now a lot of teams, including Dallas, would look at him for a longer-term contract, 3-4 years. That prove-it year is an okay year to go out there and get it done.
Daniels back to Bones Highland, launching the three and connects. Bones Highland spent a lot of time down in Miami at Stan Remy's gym, getting in a lot of work on the Tuesday after All-Star break. And Jones counters with a three at the other end. But Bones came in ready to attack the second half of the season and to pull another three. That one missing everything.
Time, score, understand flow, understand quality of shot. We're getting great shots every time down. We don't need heat checks from anyone.
Good deflection by Highland, that time defensively. Goes into the corner to Tyus Jones, 10 on the shot clock. Around the Bagley screen, wonderful pocket pass. And Bagley couldn't finish it. Here's Naz Reid with the cross. Rebounded by Washington. Dallas looking to push. Marshall got the float game. Buy one, get one free. Najee Marshall.
7 different players that have hit these 9 threes. That means the ball is moving. At one point in time, 14 field goals of assists. That means everyone is sharing the ball. So in those moments, you don't typically look at your stars and say, hey, why are they not having an impact? The impact is being shown in other areas.
Edwards off the floppy action, lobs it up. Never made it to its target. 2-on-1 the other way. Johnson connecting on the high handoff. A great pass delivery from Najee Marshall.
And I like the angle that Johnson took. They were a little bit more narrow. He got wide to make the defender have to pick one or the other.
Edwards been working on his mid-post game. Got inside, couldn't convert. Here's Johnson. Dallas in the middle of a 12-3 sprint right now. Johnson on the cross, blocked by Behringer again. They get a whistle.
And they've gone at him, and not in the right way. You wouldn't have gone at Rudy Gobert that way. And sometimes you have to classify shot blockers in the same class.
Edwards off the pin. Got the foul on Jones, and one. Anthony Edwards with a three-point play opportunity.
When the game gets tight late in the season, that's when they go to the post. It's harder to double team. You have the physical advantage over most defenders, and if they put a bigger guy on you, that's when you go out on the floor and use your quickness. But Anthony Edwards getting to the post, that is the next iteration of his offensive dominance.
We've seen his game evolve. Johnson sprays it out. A little too high for Marshall. Back to Anthony Edwards. And they worked on getting to what he likes to call Edwards' kill spots in the mid-range, using 2 defenders to guard Edwards in drills and using limited dribbles. And it's shown up in his productivity in the mid-range this game and at the rim. Edwards says, why not me?
But again, almost a turnover in that little drop-off interior pass.
Marshall couldn't finish. They got a 3-on-2. That pass tipped out of bounds by Martin.
Terminator.
Yeah, man. He could use a pair of your Gucci slides, though. That's all. It's the only thing missing from the fit. I'm surprised. Look, it's a little cold for your Gucci slides.
Look, the Europeans know about the Gucci slides. We've got to warm them up a little bit.
Jones off the Bagley screen into the corner for Wilson. Nice finish by Bagley inside. Dallas hanging around down by 11. They trail by as much as 17. The Sumo around the Gobert screen. He flipped it. Randall with a nice cut. Sprays it to Edwards. Sidestep 3 on the way. Rebounded by Gobert, and he draws the hit underneath.
His team all by himself.
You might already know people being held accountable. And that resonated inside the locker room. It was after one of those disappointing losses that we alluded to earlier.
Well, and I think this is why this is a very good game for Minnesota, because this is one of the teams that they've had some issues with. Teams that are under 500, not a lot to play for at this point in time of the season. What are you going to do in those moments?
Klay Thompson fouls Gobert, VP in the All-Star game. I watched him work out in Miami, and he really loves the gym, and it shows. The Sumo back to Edwards. Little show and go from 15, light work.
And that's the kill spot.
Yeah.
They want to take away your 3. You're shooting at a high volume and a high percentage. So teams, their whole goal is to take you off. Can you get to that next level of the defense and be aggressive?
Williams fouled on his foray to
the improvement in Anthony Edwards' game already.
Gafford out top over to Thompson. Boy, look at DiVincenzo fight over the top of that screen. Baseline cut by Martin. Got hung up, and good resistance by Gobert in the analytics, right?
Yeah, he had a wide open layup there. If he would have just gone straight in, Rudy didn't even jump.
Edwards launching. No whistle, and Gobert cleaned it up. Anthony Edwards took his soul to the hole that time. Thompson for 3. Randall with the board. Randall on the cross on Martin. He draws the foul. It's amazing how you can tend.
But you're more mad that you didn't finish that play.
Off the screen inside, finds Gobert. He makes the catch. He missed the layup. 16-point lead. Minnesota up. 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Middleton off the window and draws the hit. Throw shooter. That foul was against Jaden McDaniels, his second personal foul. Hey, many aspects of the league are built by blowing.
You mentioned Middleton being an 85% free throw shooter. He was one of those 50, 40, 90 guys. We're just super efficient at every area of the floor. That's why I truly believe, one, he would be a great mentor for Cooper Flagg, but he would also be a valuable asset to other teams.
Edwards elevates for the rebound, and Gafford, man, he put Randall in the friend zone. Washington at the other end for the lay. Good transition that time by the Mavericks to get the bucket. Randall inside in traffic. That's going to be a loose ball foul. The shot prep leads to a better, more efficient release.
Yeah, shot block. So being shot ready is important. And sometimes when you're one of the guys that touches the ball all the time,
right,
you're not always shot ready because you get your with the ball. DiVincenzo, certain guys like that, they always have to be shot ready. So teaching stars to do that is even more important.
Yeah, Katie has more. Katie?
Well, guys, Julius Randle said, Julius Randle said he's become more of a connector. He's adjusted his mindset. He said with Ant playing more point guard this season, Randle said he's wired to score. He hunts, he's a killer. That's how he's wired. So Randall says he tries to make the game easier for